Yo, yo. I would believe in a globe if there were actual photographs. I'd believe in a globe if there was actually a curve and there was measurable curvature. I would believe in a globe if someone showed me how water can curve and stick to a ball when it's not what we observe, when we can't even replicate it. You should be able to replicate it if it's true. As above, so below. It doesn't matter what size. As above, so below. So it doesn't matter what size. You should be able to replicate it at any level. If it was true science. I would believe in a spinning globe if motion was detected and the constellations changed. In other words, if you're flying millions of miles an hour, you should never see the same stars, ever. I would believe in a globe, if the stars didn't circle above us perfectly and haven't changed for thousands and millions of years. I believe in a globe and satellites if it wasn't 2,000 degrees Celsius where their ISS and satellites are supposed to be. I believe in a globe if it weren't for sundials and astrolabes and gyroscopes working, which only can work on a flat plane. I'd believe in a globe if the Coriolis effect actually worked, but I've seen different results in the same hemisphere. It's nonsense. It just depends on how you pour the water, the angle it comes out first. I'd believe in a globe if Antarctica could be openly explored without limits, but there's a treaty that doesn't allow us to go there under the guise that they're protecting and helping us. Bullshit. Hang them all. I'd believe in a globe if NASA had actually gone to the moon. Faker than a $3 bill. I'd believe in a globe if someone could prove how an atmosphere just fades into a vacuum in space without losing any gases. The definition of vacuum it conflicts. Look up the definition, and then you can't. If there's an atmosphere, then there can't be a vacuum. It's either one or the other. Okay, that's what's so great about this. It's easy to debunk these fucking idiot liars. It's easy. It's like taking candy from a baby. I believe in a globe if the sun and moon weren't the same size relative to us. Believe in a globe if moonlight was not cooler than moon shade. The moon has its own light and it's measurable. The light is opposite of the sun. It's cooler, so it's warmer in the shade. I'd believe in a globe if gravity could explain what density already does. Fucking tweakers, look at this. NASA is telling us they must be fucking a bunch of tweakers at NASA. Look at them. Look at all this fake shit telling us they went in that, thinking that we'll believe this shit. Look, there's Pluto. Go look it up. And there's Pluto. And they put this shit in your face. Then there's sex in the clouds, sex, because it's Freemason, Disney World, satanic ritual, sick fucks. And then all the clouds are cloned and pasted in, and there's copies of them everywhere. It's all fake. If it was real, you'd never have to fake anything ever. Why would you? Why would you fake anything ever? You would never fake anything. You wouldn't need to. Especially if you value truth. They can look at fake images from NASA with sex written in the clouds and stare at Pluto with Pluto, the dog silhouette, staring back at them. And the shit just does not even fucking register with them. They're so fucking dumb. Good boy. Keep tricking the ignorant slaves into believing the earth is a ball. Stever the deceiver. This poor fucker. You think they understand his fucking grunts? Okay? It's ridiculous, okay? Stever the deceiver. This guy's nothing more than a fucking studio prop. They wheel him around when they need him, tell you, and you believe him that he's the smartest guy in the world, and the guy can't even grunt hardly right. You believe them when they say this guy's the smartest guy. It's ridiculous. Everything's the reverse of truth, so he's probably the dumbest guy. You'd have to be a moron to think Einstein was a genius. Again, he's probably retarded. Look, Ma, no hands. How globetards science from the other side of the oblate pear. Bill Nye the science fucking idiot and Neil the ass, because he's an ass, Tyson, tell you it's an oblate spheroid shaped like a pear. It's a little wider at the bottom. A little wider. The bottom. Billions and billions. Trillions, you're insignificant. From an ape, monkeys, you're insignificant. Evolution, you're nothing. You're not geocentric focal point. Billions and billions, galaxies, trillions. You know? Yeah. Clusters, quasars, billions, billions, clusters, quasars, billions. Obfuscate them, obfuscate them. Here you go. It's flat, it's just sitting there, and then you go further away from it and you can't see the bottom, and you, the dumb morons out there, call that a curve. No, it's called perspective. Do some science and you can wake up and join me. ISS, International Scam Station. This is your captain speaking. We're about to dip our nose forward slightly to account for Earth's curvature for the next 9 hours. They don't do that. They ask why we can't see Japan from California but don't understand perspective and how our human eyes work. What a fake ass fraud I am. Even my guitar is CGI. Look, it's all CGI. You know? I saw an 80-foot gorilla walking around. It's called CGI. You should check it out. Super Fake Nova. There you go. There's the link. Go do your own science. I'm not going to do it for you. I'm not going to speed food you. Spoon feed you. For fuck's sake. Where are the tracks? Why don't we see tracks here? And look, the background's clearly faked in. It's completely faked in. This is fake as shit. You really have to be a fucking jackass not to get this shit. Here you go. Film crew shooting Buzz Aldrin in a spacesuit in front of a LEM mock-up inside a zero-G plane in 1969. But I'm sure they're just training. This is how NASA works. They always tell you they're training, and then they tell you it's real, and then the idiots just believe them. And we're supposed to believe the shit when they just told us it's training. Okay, Google satellite in space. You'll notice that every image is a cartoon or CGI, computer-generated image. Ask yourself why that is. Ask yourself why you can't get one real photo of Earth either. And let me ask you something. Have you ever been at the view so high where you can look down on Earth? Then how do you know? How do you know if you haven't been up there? You're just going to believe these fucking liars when they give you this shit? This is why I have a problem with NASA right here. When you catch them copy-pasting fake CGI and everything. This is why we have a problem with NASA. It's insane. Saturn's moon, Dione, and Titan from Cassini. God, fake-ass shit. Again, this doesn't work. Sun rays coming this way, and then it's hot over here at the tilt. Tilting wrong. Only does it work on a flat Earth. You're going to get it redder at the equator area. Sun loops in and out. It's in the summer, it's a tighter loop. In the winter for us in the U.S., it's a further wider loop. And then it's red at the equator because that's where it maintains the heat the most. It's pretty simple. Again, NASA found the curve. Rockets curve back down. If they were going to space, they'd never curve. They'd go straight up. That's the most efficient way. And this shit cost a lot of money. Fuel, gas, rocket fuel cost a lot of money. And you got to be an idiot to ever get on a rocket. All it is a controlled explosion on a fuel tank. Ignited. You got to be out of your fucking head if you understand physics. You'd be retarded to get on one of these things. And they don't. Look it up. According to Webster's dictionary, a vanishing point is a point at which receding parallel lines seem to meet when represented in linear perspective. It's depth perception. Look at this shit. We know that this is a straight track and it's all the way over this flat water. And these two rails and all this looks like they converge because it's called a convergence vanishing point. And this is a horizontal flat line. Shit is flat, folks. You got to stop this shit. Stop believing NASA lies. Again, this is very ironic here. Admiral Richard Byrd discussing his polar exploration of the Antarctic in front of the azimuthal equidistant map of the flat Earth. The irony is there is no Antarctica on this fucking map. Fuck! You gotta stop being so fucking dumb. He's talking about The irony. Convergence. Okay, look. Army men 20 feet away on a flat floor. It looks like their feet, you would think there was a curve, but it's not curvature. You have to learn how your eyes work. All it is, we know that they're there. We know it's flat, but it looks like their feet are disappearing in a curve. It's just a vanishing point convergence. That's all it is. Do some science. God damn, that washing machine's loud. Okay, another fake Earth photo from JAXA. Japanese asteroid sample, blah, blah, blah. Took this photo with its optical navigation camera, December 4th, 2015. Before flying past Earth for its gravity assist, which is bullshit, to asteroid, which is more bullshit, blah, blah, blah. At the time, it was 340 blah, blah billion fucking miles away, 1,000 miles from Earth. Ice-covered Antarctica is at the center of the image in Australia near the top, and it's all fake as fuck. Look at this shit. Copy paste, go fucking get the link. You just got spoon fed. Go. When someone brings up NASA, so you have to check and make sure that they still have some type of brain there, because they're fucking basically retarded. Again, they think that they're telling you this tweaker shelter. They're tweakers for you thinking that you're going to believe that shit. Lake Tahoe, only 21 miles, and they put in this fake curve, and it takes up the whole fucking Earth, okay? And you're going to believe them, okay? This is how dumb they think you are. Stop fucking proving them right. So why do you think they called it Operation Fishbowl? You feel like you're in a fishbowl, Petri dish? You know what that is? Look up what a Petri dish is. Then begin to understand what you're dealing with. Great news, Chris. We found water on Mars. Awesome. Then we need to fresh up on our scuba skills, because there's a scuba tank right here. Right there is the top of it, or bottom, whichever, it doesn't matter. And then this door is flimsier than shit. You know that a vacuum can take metal and I mean really thick metal and just twist it like aluminum foil, and you think this plastic's gonna stop a vacuum? You fucking retards. And I'm talking to the fucking idiots that fucking comment and say, oh, no, it's still a hold a vacuum. Stupid ass commenters. God, they're delusional. It's called cognitive dissonance. When presented with facts that conflict with their beliefs, they make up any nonsense so they don't have to go through the energy and time and work to change it. It takes a lot of energy, and they're lazy fat fucks that watch TV because TV spoon feeds them everything. They don't get on computers and do research. People that get on computers and do their own research are not lazy fat fucks. They go out and find it. Okay, people that watch TV want everything given to them because they watch TV and that's how TV works. And they're fucking retarded. Basically fucking filthy necrophiliac retards. You don't have to like it. Please explain how NASA gets to outer space like this. Going up and then down. They don't even go straight. The moon landing, they can't even speak. Where did the stars go? Where are the fucking stars? Where are those satellites and space debris? And why aren't the clouds moving? And we got questions. We got a lot of problems with you, NASA. We're going to hang the fuck out of you. Sometimes a picture says it all, doesn't it? This is what happens, man. They say they practice in a studio basement, and then they tell you, oh, well, we're just practicing. And then they fucking try to sell it as real, and we're supposed to fucking not have a problem with it. Then you can see them practicing in scuba with full size. By the way, these aren't models. They're all full scale. Why would they have to be full scale? That's a waste of money. You don't need that unless you're trying to fake the public. Then you need full scale models of everything. Jesus, mother of fuck. That's just a fucking, the washing machine's moving around, and it knocked that fucking clothes basket off it. It did kind of scare the fuck out of me though. Okay, so again, I'm back to this shit. So they're practicing underwater here, and then again, they tell you it's real, and we're supposed to not have a problem with that. The science you believe in is CGI bullshit. Computer-generated bullshit. It's a dog's nose, and they laugh at you for fucking buying this shit. Again, they're underwater, and then they just put the green screen space behind you, and you're supposed to buy it.